So back there, Bankman Fried, he's also known as SBF. If we read this thing, so like there is a company who holds assets and then liabilities. So to balance their finances, there is a balance sheet created, and you guys know it better than me, like the balance sheet and all that stuff to regulate themselves and their audit. There are companies which do their audit, and in the world of crypto, this audit and this balance sheet is really really important. So Almeida Research, which is like the FTT, is like research, like the main company which owns FTT and several other coins, including uh, FTX exchange too. So that had a audit by a company, and like a report from CoinDesk shared some critical financial details, which is also mentioned in this article, that their finances are not in their hand. Like they claim to be able to hold like 14.6 billion, like are their total assets, but they hold very less in the dollars. They hold 134 million dollars of cash on hand, and that is like the return they have for their customer. So that was a really really big blow in the financial markets, and FTT is not a small coin. It has a big fan base, and there were several issues that we're going to discuss now. So let's begin. And like there are, for total assets of FTT and Almeida Research, the big company under which FTT comes, it's like 14.6 billion. And then that is compromised of like 5.8 billion FTT token. So we are gonna like study their finances in a moment after you see. So out of their 14.6 billion, there is like 5.8 billion in FTT, 1.2 billion Solana. As you can see, this is like all explained, and like so they have like 2.2 billion in assets. Like so this is important point. They have holdings of Serum Coin, Oxygen Coin, Maps, and Feta tokens, which is like they all the assets while like they have invested, which includes to their net worth, and that is like the investments which people have acquired them and they are investing on their behalf. And then when you see, like if I invested like 1,000 in you, you shall have that 1,000. But like there is like total assets of 14.6 billion, but Almeida only had 134 million cash in like back in the June, which explains the liabilities of 8 billion. So this was a financial leak which really really put set apart the largest asset firm FTT, and like the exchange and FTX token and their companies worth was on stake. And yep, there is like a flaw in their system too. So like they have this is there is a cycle which we call basic architecture of flywheel scheme. So what happens is, like you create a token, you pump the token price, and like see market sees, markets invest in that, and then you have that money, and yet you raise cash through like loans or liabilities. So this is like a stupid flywheel. Like people have started calling FTT a stupid flywheel because they pump the market, people invest them, and like they have increased their supply, and that is a really really big issue. So like this is all the analysis done, and this is a really really new point and turning event in the history of, like it this could be another Luna. No matter, no, like people have so much uh, trust in Sam, but like when you go the logical way, it turns against them. So let us see these analysis, the charts, what do they say. So like Almeida owned 5.8 billion FTT tokens in June, which is equal to 180% of the total circulating supply of the token. So this is like inflation. They are increasing the tokens, they're increasing a token, and only 10 address holds 93% of them. So imagine you have $1,000, and like 980 is owned by you and 20 is in the market. So you are the sole owner. You can sell that all, and like it can dump right now. So there is a risk to this coin, which is like that was the same risk to Luna inflation, which like did a thing. It's like stablecoin peg was like destroyed, and then it suddenly, millions of dollars were lost in Canada, like Luna, and it is like a really dark part of crypto. So FTT also, 93% is only held by 10 addresses, and then if you go in further deeper, like the trading volume is also like, it lacks its popularity, because really less volume is traded, because when you lock 93%, there is no trading at all. So that is a really like a red flag in them. So then Almeida, the FTX thing, what do they own? Almeida owns like they include SRM, they include Oxygen, they include FIDA tokens, and they have like 320 million, or guess this is the amount in it. But the question now lies is who holds these millions of dollars which are unsecured, and like Almeida is in debt, and they don't have any money to return to their holders, and like they for my under my thought, this was all from like loans and unnecessary debts. And you see, so Almeida's net equity is exceeded by the value assigned to their illiquid holdings of FTT, SRM, Oxyfid, and MAPS. So these are the coins they hold, and like it's exceeded because they have assigned like more than they have to their coins, which is a really red flag. And to like resistance to this, Binance owner CZ, he did this, and you can see on the screen right now, like see what like he himself says, like that they are like now trying to liquidate whatever they hold in FTX, and that will be they will be doing it against like really in 2 to 3 months matter. And when people ask them questions, he appears to say like they didn't knew back then, but now they are trying to like you know liquidate their FTX holdings because they have lost the trust in FTX company and Almeida's research. And then in resistance to this, like the CEO of uh, FTT, the exchange, says like, we everything is okay. We know how much to return to the value in our balance sheet, and our audit is done every like we do audit on daily basis. So this is why they say, and like now it's trying to be fishy because um, FTX Binance is like a holder, and like Binance is a major exchange, and then when they say they are like trying to liquidate like their assets of FTX, that is a really important thing and look out. So my advice is to stay away from FTX for a bit until there all this situation is cleared. Until then, we will be researching more into this issue as more information leaks out. So yeah, stay today.